Hey everyone, Heidi with Purple Cactus here. And today I want to talk about the mammalian dive reflex to bring down intense emotions quickly. So before we get started, there is a warning with this technique. For those of you that have heart conditions of any kind, we ask that you please discuss this with your doctor before you try it at home, as this technique brings down our heart rate rather quickly and can be a danger to those of you with those conditions. Okay, so what is the mammalian dive reflex? This is a physiological response that all mammals experience, that when we are submerged in water, our internal functioning, our heart rate, our ability to maintain those breaths and slowing our breathing to where we can survive underwater kicks in. And because of that, everything slows and that intensity cannot be maintained. So what we do for a technique for bringing down intense, uncomfortable emotions that may come along with anger, anxiety, panic attacks, self-injurious urges as well, to keep us from acting on those urges. We could utilize this technique. And one of the quickest and easiest ways to do this if you were at home is to have a bowl of water or fill a sink with water. Maybe add a little ice cubes, make sure the water's cold, but we don't want it to be painfully cold. And what we do is we'll take a couple deep breaths first, and then we'll take a deep breath in, and then we're going to dunk our face, eyes, nose, mouth, into the water. Hold there like we're bobbing for apples. Comfortably then bring it up, and then allow our faces to go back in after a deep breath. And we continue to bob with these comfortable breaths as our heart rate and our functioning slows down. And we will notice that the intensity of whatever it was that we were feeling starts to dissipate. It just kind of fades away. And it allows us to be able to function more effectively, much more quickly. So if we don't have access to putting our faces in a bowl of water in a sink, what we can do instead is, if we're out in public, we can go ahead and go to the bathroom, grab a paper towel, wet it, place it over our face for a moment, and just do some deep breathing with it. And that will also help our systems slow down, regulate to where that intensity is reduced. If we don't have that access, we can grab some ice cubes and even just roll them around on our face, and that could help as well. This skill can also go hand in hand with our temperature skill and tip, to where we can go in the shower and take a cold shower as well and have the water fall on our faces, to where we can then allow that calming sensation of our body naturally reducing and regulating. Now, if you have a pool or access to a pool or water to go swimming, when we go underwater, when we swim, this kind of happens naturally. Those of you that like to swim and experience that know what it's like to just kind of feel the whole body relax, muscles relax when we get into a pool, float, and go underwater. So if you have access to that, it's a really good way to have some activity, have some fun with this skill, and reduce any emotions, intensities, urges that are causing us discomfort. All right. Well, thank you very much for joining me today, and we'll see you again soon.